Hey guys, on this episode of In the Kitchen, we're going to be doing a free up the fridge frittata. Start off by throwing a 1 pound ham steak into your frying pan. This will be on medium heat. Cook it about 4 to 5 minutes per side or until it's got a nice good crust. Once it looks good and tasty, take it off the heat, let it cool down a little bit, and cut into cubes. Next up, we're going to steam our asparagus. Got about 1 cup of bite-sized pieces there. Next up, we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil to our pan until it starts to get a good ripple going like that. After that, we'll add 1 cup of sliced Vidalia onion, or just whatever else you have in your fridge. Red or white onions will also work fine in this situation. We'll go ahead and saute our onions for about 5 to 7 minutes over medium heat again. Just until they're softened and slightly browned. Next up, we'll add another cup of diced red bell pepper. And again, whatever you have in your fridge would work out fine in this, maybe some zucchini or even broccoli. At this point, we'll go ahead and season with a little bit of salt and fresh ground black pepper. You could even add any of your favorite seasonings. Say if you wanted to make this into a Mexican style frittata, you could add some taco spice right now, and that would work out just great. We're going to go ahead and let this saute for about another 5 or 6 minutes or just until the bell peppers start to soften up a little bit. In the meantime, you could maybe go dice your ham steak. Next up, we'll get our eggs ready. I know I only show 7 here, but I ended up having to use a full dozen. Apparently I had more stuff in my fridge that I needed to get rid of than I realized. Next up, we'll add our 1 cup of steamed asparagus. We'll go ahead and stir to combine. We're just going to get a little bit of a color on the asparagus. They're already cooked through. By now our onions are caramelized, pepper's good and soft, asparagus taking on some color. We've added salt and pepper to our whisked egg mixture. Add a little cream in there as well from a previous recipe. Next up, we'll add our diced ham. It's already cooked, so we don't really need to cook it anymore. Just kind of heat it through, I guess. After that, we'll go ahead and add our egg mixture, to which I've added a tablespoon each of tarragon and marjoram from my garden, a little cheddar cheese as well. You could add any spices, herbs that you like, any other types of cheese, whatever you got in the fridge. Again, this is clean your fridge out day. Go ahead and stir it really well for a couple of minutes. Make sure that nothing sticks to the bottom. Everything gets distributed really evenly. I'm OCD about it, so I got to make sure that everything looks absolutely perfect, as you can tell. Go ahead and stir it around every about 30 seconds or so. Once you start to see little curdles forming like that, like you've got some soft omelet, I would say, that's the time to go ahead and throw it in a 300-degree oven for, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, just until it's set. Pull it out of the oven. We're going to add a little bit of grated cheddar cheese. I had some old, again, white cheddar cheese that I've had for a little while. Grate it right on top of there. Grate, 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 grate. Make sure you get it all, because you're stingy. Go ahead and throw that baby under the broiler for 3 or 4 minutes or until it's good and crusty. And then look at what you get. Look at all that oily goodness. Nice brown crust. Top it with some green onions or your other favorite herbs. Parsley would work. And plate up with a nice salad and some bread.